All right, welcome back. It's a Monday, which means we get to start off the week by hitting an NBA parlay. That's pretty cool, right? So thank you for being here. You can hit the thumbs up button. That would do us wonders. Let's talk first before I ask anything else, and you can talk back with your fingers. All right, so recap here. We hit Thursday. We did not hit on Friday. We lost the Lakers by the hook. The game came through. So I like our process by all means, which of course is rooted in the OddsShopper premium experience. So we're going to head on over to OddsShopper because the first game that I absolutely love tonight is this Kings Sixers game. So when we're building and looking at our first play, you can see the difference where, okay, Fliff, or is that Fanatics? It's one of the F's, is going to offer -8.5. For the most part, you're pretty much sitting in that 9.5 range. This line is moving. We've seen it already move. In fact, if you just want to look at what the Kings have done with this 9.5 point spread over, I don't know, their last 20 games, only 3 out of 20 games have they been able to cover this plus 9.5. So does that mean we're just jumping on the Philadelphia 76ers? No, of course not, because the Sixers are brutal against the spread when they are away. And as road dogs, they just can't cover anything right now. They are struggling. Well, they come off this win against the Clippers. Come on, come on, come on. But you start to look a little deeper here, and this is not a sustainable squad. This is not a team that's able to keep up consistent level of play. They don't have good enough guys out there. And the numbers for the Sixers, the second of back-to-backs, they're 4-8 against the spread, 1-5 on the road. So this line has crept up and will continue to creep. But that's the biggest misnomer you can look at is say, well, the Kings, they don't cover these lines. The circumstances have changed. Absolutely, the circumstances have changed. Oh, and by the way, we're also looking at revenge. 112.93. They got hammered back in Philadelphia. So, yeah, my first play here is absolutely the Sacramento Kings. We're going to build this thing on BetMGM, but I'm at least showing you here where you can find these numbers and understand that this is just all about, for us, showing you edge, showing you difference, showing you where you can start taking advantage. Next play here. Wizards Bulls. Ooh, this thing's all the way up to 13 at some places, 12.5. I saw this was at 8.5 here. 8.5. My goodness. All right. So I'll tell you the play here coming up in a second, but just a reminder, you can jump on and do this yourself. You can get the tools, you can get the access, you can get everything, including 20% off with my code Shander. It's super easy. It's super simple. I'm building this here on MGM. We have codes. We have everything for the books. I'll tell you about that in a second. 365 and MGM specific, but you want to get on the site first. And yeah, we got the Discord. We got everything you can possibly require here to enhance and really just ensure that you have the proper and profitable betting experience. Wizards, last 20. Look at this, 7 of 20. Are they covering these spreads at 13.5 points? And that's what I'm interested in at 13.5 points here. That's what I'm interested in the most. And you can see how this thing plays out where they have some of these games, 41. Look at the difference there, right? 20, 41, 25. But then you start to see the negative and you start to see just how bad this team can be. This is not a good matchup. It really just is not a good matchup for Washington. And if it's in Washington, maybe there's a different story. Maybe there's a different conversation. But we're going the Bulls here. We're going Sacramento -9.5 at -105. The Bulls are just really good compared to the Wizards here when it comes to point differential, when it comes to defense, especially points in the paint and rebounding. That's why you can see an early lead. That's why you can see the Bulls holding on here. And at -105, that's the play for the Kings at -9.5. But the Bulls, let it move. We're still below 14. Let it move. 13, okay, but we're still sneaking in below 13 here. I don't like the Wizards in any regard keeping up with the Bulls up front. Physical, rebounding, points in the paint. The Wizards just don't have that when it comes to keeping up with both appearances and the Chicago Bulls. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how we get in and get out. All right. I'll show you what we have here on the dailies because this is part of it. All right. All right. Let's see. We'll go all the way down here. All the way down here. Here you go. Isaiah, NBA props. Oh, I put out the Kings earlier today. Look at that at -9. Okay. At 6:45 a.m. You got the Sacramento Kings at -9. And I'm just jamming them in here for our parlay too. Here's Isaiah. All right. I'm giving you 3 plays from Isaiah for free. You crumbs. The least you can do is sign up. Here's another look at that beautiful parlay. 365 is below. Bet $5, get 150 back. Look, if you are in a Bet 365 state, you are betting and you have not signed up for this book, you're an idiot. At this point, that's all I can say. You're an idiot. We are constantly showing you on OddsShopper how you can beat Bet 365. And if you have it in your state and for whatever reason you haven't signed up, you are leaving money on the table. All right? That's it for us. If you can subscribe here on your way out, that would be fantastic. We appreciate doing this free content here for you, and we love to see the community growing.